This is the video review for Transformers Prime Robots in Disguise Revealer Class Bumblebee. This Bumblebee is the second Transformers Prime Bumblebee figure Bumblebee mold we've got, and it's a stinker. I like it about as much as I like Armada Hotshot. Now, don't get me wrong, I like Armada Hotshot, but it's a piece of crap. And so is this thing. Now, one improvement this figure has over the first edition version is that it comes with 2 guns instead of just 1. But like Hotshot, it stores on the hood. And what's also interesting is that there is a blue repaint of this mold that will be coming out that will be named Hotshot. Sideburn makes a bit more sense to me, but oh well. Now, I do like the car mode. It looks quite nice, but so did Hotshot's. And I do like the transformation, but I also liked Hotshots. I thought it was very simple and interesting. And after you pull the body down, you'll take this back. When you bend the back of the hood down, a little clear blue tab will be exposed, and that needs to tab in down there. Like that. And then, this is actually pretty interesting. I like how this works, but I don't like what it does to the robot mode. Pull the arms out, and that engages an automorph gimmick. And I got a little bit out of alignment. Let's see. Nope, that's right. An automorph gimmick. And, oh, I see, I was looking at it from kind of an angle, so it looked a little bit strange. And then pull the arms down. Well, not only does it look strange because of the angle, but it looks strange anyway. Because this figure has a very ugly robot mode. It's not just this little bottle of Coke tab thing he has back here. It's not just that his head sits too high, even though you can push it down a little bit. It's not just that you can see this from the back, or that these aren't as close together as they should be. It's not just that his shoulders are bent inward and a little bit too low. It's the entire thing together makes for a very derpy looking robot mode. You know, it's not as bad in person as it looks on camera or in pictures, but it's pretty bad. This thing is filled with so many strange design choices, but unlike Hotshot, he doesn't have a fun gimmick to make up for it. So, first of all, the pegs for the guns are square, which it works well enough, even though they're just a little bit loose, but they won't come out. Well, it's strange. And then his head, the ball joint, the ball is actually a part of his head. It's not where the ball joint is on stock that extends from the neck and goes into the head. It's the other way around, which causes the head to be somewhat more limited. And these are bent inwards, and it's just such a strange figure. I don't know why they chose all these strange design decisions other than to have an automorph gimmick. And I opened this guy up to see what actually went wrong, see if there were any way to fix the strange shoulders and anything like that. And the problem is that the shoulders can't go any more back, and there's no way they could go more back unless there were a slider to separate this here. This is as far back as the mechanism will allow, because if they were to go any more back, well, it puts pressure up here that would pull this apart, but there's no way for it to go apart. So this is as good as you're going to get unless you're really willing to do some strange, interesting, and complex modifications. Now, like Hotshot, the best part of this figure are his legs. They have plenty of posability, and yeah, he has pretty nice legs, except Now, because unlike the first edition figure, the heel and the toes are all one piece, so because of this little screw here, you're never going to have a flat instep, or have it where these two parts are flat on the ground, unless the entire foot is, well, no, even that's not possible, because this tab right here gets in the way. So you're never going to have this foot flat on the ground, which is just baffling to me, because that really hinders his balance. So he doesn't even quite have the, at least his legs are good, argument that really helps Hotshot. His legs are good, except his feet aren't good, so he's just such a bad figure. So you've seen the leg articulation. The arms then go forward and back like this. They're actually somewhat, despite the strange angle, they do function. Although the shoulder pads will sometimes catch on to the shoulders, and it's just so weird how this all works. This rotates. And these are ratcheted too, but it doesn't make sense why they're ratcheted, because they're not really load-bearing, and it's such a weird figure. I can't recommend it. I don't understand why things were done the way they were done. I mean, I get the Automorph and why that causes certain problems, and I'd be willing to deal with those if it weren't for other just little niggling problems, like put a hinge on this part here, make it so this can go all the way down, make it so that this doesn't have to move all the time, make it so that this is circular. And one problem that you won't see on my version is that these little blades here were too long until I cut them down, and they would bump into this shoulder kibble back here, and this figure is just really bad. I can't explain why it is the way it is. It's like no thought was put into it. Well, no, that's not exactly true, because the Automorph is pretty neat, but a thought was put into it, into making something neat, but no thought was put into finalizing it so that it's a good, finished, polished product. I guess that's the best way to put it. Do I recommend this thing? If you're willing to put up with Hotshot and you like Hotshot, maybe. I mean, I do like this thing. It's just an insane figure. I can't understand it. That's the big thing. So, buy at your own risk. Thank you for watching.